BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. We got a couple of things to talk about today. Okay, so first thing I need to do is I need to put something right here. I was just forgot. We're gonna use this right here. This should be the job. In any regard, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful night. We got a couple of things to talk about. So the first thing I want to say is this. Our show tonight is going to be about something that Fat Joe said. I find it interesting, just so we can be clear. Often one of the things that I said artists should do is make music that isn't there. At least they're not saying it's a direct reflection of what's going on in the street. This was basic conversation that we was having around the time of the Drake. What's homeboy name that was beefing with Drake? Pusha T, that's my dude too. When Drake and Pusha T was beefing, we was saying this all around that time. Also, around the time that rappers start getting picked up and arrested or whatever the case is, and it was the threat that they might use their lyrics. So this is a conversation that not only us, but a lot of people have had over the years in any regard. So I want to talk about that because finally a rapper has just come out and say, yo, look, the shit I said just ain't real. And then with that being said, I'm also gonna just talk about, writing raps and what goes into it. With that being said, also our second topic is, give me 1 second. What is our second topic? Shout out to Mike Jones. Salute. How you doing, my brother? Shout out to Mike Jones. Let's see what our second topic is real quick. Lulu Boosie sues Wave. Okay, so tonight I just wanted to talk about Fat Joe. I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. So not just that I want to talk about the fact that Lulu Boosie sued Rod Wave. Now he's getting flack for it. But Fat Joe weighed in on this also. And he said that was kind of like sucker shit, basically, that he did that was wrong. And I think that has a lot to do with just the way the industry has been for many years. And shout out to Fat Joe for speaking out against that. I don't know about we'll get into that a little bit later about why this will be an issue. How you feel about Boosie doing that, and how you might feel about if you was in Boosie's foots. And that's probably how he'd say it if he was in his shoes. But before all of that, I just want to say, shout out to Coney Island. So today was a great day. I was outside a lot today, as you saw on the show. So I actually, after the show ended, I was outside also more than generally I would normally be. And so it was dope. It was just like a lot of people was coming by, just saying hi, like just, felt very warm. It felt like a whole warm situation. Also earlier in the live, we had a situation over there where there was an incident and the police was called. I am not a crime solver, so please don't expect for me to give you updates to the point like we're trying to figure out what's going on. If I speak on the matter, I speak on what is news for the matter. I'm not freaking Sherlock Holmes. This is not what I do for a living. I don't go out. I'm not somewhere in the corner talking about jinkies. All right. I'm not shagging, scooping them. I don't solve mysteries for a living. I just want to be clear on this. I don't know who knows this and who doesn't. So that was interesting. Also, I just want to say this. I'm going to tell you the funniest thing that happened today. Then we're going to get to the show. This is the funniest thing that happened today. So we're over there and the police is over there, right? And we're at the crime scene of whatever the hell happened. They taped off a giant crime scene. It was gunfire that went off. Allegedly, there was 3 shots that went off. That much I could say. I think someone got hurt. Only reason why I'm saying that is because as y'all saw, there was an EMS truck there. So I don't know if somebody got hurt or they just got shook up and they took them in to question them, talking. I don't know what the hell. In any regard, people got mental health problems. So the dude that I keep saying, just stay away from me. Why in the hell does he want to have whatever beef you have is between you and yourself? Why in the hell why would I want to have a conversation with you? You understand? I wouldn't. Whatever the problem is between you and yourself. I never did anything to you. So there's no reason for me to want to have a conversation with you. So please stay away from me. Nigga tried to come talk to me. I called the police. I say, yo, look, this guy's over here harassing me. Hell fucking yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? Just so we could be clear. You know he came over there because the police was over there to begin with. Okay? Nah, this guy's over here harassing me. They wasn't gonna do nothing to him, but I don't want to talk to you, fam. They wasn't gonna arrest you. They wasn't gonna talk to you. They wasn't gonna do nothing to you. They just gonna ask you to leave or whatever. You was just gonna leave and you left. And that's all that was happening. This wasn't no attempt to get you arrested. This wasn't me saying, get that guy. He's putting up stickers about me and defaming my name. And I want to press charges. You know, that's a thing I can do, by the way. But this wasn't me doing that. All right. Nigga have made up a whole fight between me and him and his brain. So now I gotta deal with this shit until he gets medicated. This is crazy. This is what you're trying to deal with. I gotta deal with this shit till this nigga get medicated. He got some kind of weirdo shit going on between me and him and his brain. Anyway, let me get back to the show. Super interesting. And this is something that I want to say. So when we're writing raps, when you're making music, because this is what Fat Joe was trying to say. So Fat Joe said this. He said, yo, look, 95% of my raps is fake. But he doesn't mean he was just sitting around thinking, I'm gonna think of some outlandish things that I just happen to do, and then I'm gonna make music, because that's not how the creative process works. You have a feeling. Then whatever your outlet is, you use that outlet to express that feeling. I don't know who else creates art. So I don't know anybody else's ability to understand what I just tried to convey. That's why some things, in my opinion, cannot be art. And that's why some things, in my opinion, is almost always art. Because it could be nothing else other than the expression of emotion. Just so we could be clear. So what Fat Joe basically said is he'd go into the studio, they'd be feeling the way, and then they write music based on the way in which they were feeling. So that they was particularly angry, or if they had a particular beef with a guy, they'd go into the studio and then they'll use their art to express that anger or express that emotion. That's basically what Fat Joe was saying. And that's what happens. I'm telling you this. That's why I keep saying the idiots that go into the studio and actually write their actual crimes, I don't feel bad I'm not laughing at nobody. I'm laughing more at I can't. This is what kind of situation did you get yourself in? Like, how could you not know better than that? If that's something that you did. So now I'm going to say something extra, and this is what Fat Joe, I believe, was doing. Whether you want to or not, a lot of the raps you write is going to be about things that you was a part of and things that you did. There's nothing that you could do about that because, like I said, it's an expression of your emotion. You know, in your dreams, you can never see a face that you haven't already seen before somewhere, right? Like your brain cannot make up a new face. Every face that you see in your dreams is a face that you've seen before. It's not possible, theoretically, allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. It's not possible to dream a face that you've never seen before. Point being, hold on. I'm hoping I didn't miss my point because I'm about to make a really good point. When you're creating this, like, whatever art that you're creating, right? and it's always going to have an aspect of you in it. Now, some people put more of the aspect of it in it than others. Some people don't put any, they try their hardest not to put who they are in their music. It just sometimes still, resonates. But then you got people like, let's say Adele. Let's say if you want to even go into like, because she writes her own music. I'm literally just trying to name people that write their own music, and I wanted to name somebody that write their own music. And historically, we know their music that they had written to be a part of their actual life. Now, understand when you listen to her music, you can feel it because she feels it because it's real. So what happens is these rappers go into these studios, and some of these raps that they're gonna now say aren't real are real and are things that happen. I'm gonna say something real quick. First of all, in the 1980s, a lot of those raps that these dudes was writing was shit they was really doing. They were not capping. See, that's what the dudes nowadays is trying to do. But the difference is back in the 1980s, they wasn't killing each other. You see the difference? When somebody died back then, like Scott LaRock passed away, it was big. When Trouble T. Roy passed away, it was big. I don't even know who that guy is. I know a whole song came out about him. I don't know who Trouble T. Roy was. He was CL Smooth Peoples. That's all I know. He made the song. One of the greatest songs. That that sucks. One of the greatest types of songs of that type of genre. It was like the song Puff made for Big after Big passed. Which I wouldn't be surprised if Big actually wrote that song for somebody else and then Puff just took it and switched up a couple of words. You never know with Puff, man. What up, Roach? Salute. He says, I remember when Run got shot in the 80s. It was big news. Run did get shot, didn't he? I forgot about that. He did get shot, didn't he? Was that around the time of Tougher Than Leather? I don't know. He did get shot, though, didn't he? But that's the difference. Just what Ganju was saying right there. That's the difference. You understand? Nowadays, rappers is getting shot how many times a year? 88. When did Tougher Than Leather come out? Let's see how good my memory is. 1988. Let's go. 1988, Tougher Than Leather. Eh. That was around the time Tougher Than Leather came out. I keep trying to tell people. Anyway, it is what it is. But that's the difference. See, nowadays, especially with the drill music, you have lyrics dedicated. Dedicated. This isn't like when people made music and they went into the studio and said what they was feeling and rap from the heart. This is people going to going to the studio. They're saying what they're feeling, but they're not saying it from a masculine standpoint. I think that's the part everybody is missing. They saying it from a feminine standpoint, pretending to be a masculine standpoint. Like, okay, so I'm gonna say it like this. This is real talk, fam. You ever seen a woman try to be a man? This isn't me trying to attack nobody. I'm just saying some real shit. And I'm not even talking about a woman being gay. I'm just saying she tries to take on masculine traits in order to try to convey a male energy. You ever seen that? That shit looks so out of place, don't it? Like, even though they're saying maybe the same exact thing that we would say, it just don't sound right. It's something off about it because it's not the same exact thing that we would say. Because that particular precious, precious entity that the Most High created wasn't created for the purpose of masculinity. It was created for the purpose of femininity, which is powerful in itself and not appreciated enough. So I can understand why women feel like they have to be masculine sometimes. It just makes sense. But I will say this: when a male taps into his feminine energy and tries to sound masculine, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like dude that was yelling at me on the bike today. It sounds like that. It sounds like you minding your business walking down the street and somebody yelling at you, "That's my D. You ain't gonna do nothing." Like, it's feminine energy trying to be masculine because masculine energy don't move like that. Tell me where the lie at. In any regard. Um, so that's what's happening with this music. You have these, not just the music, but the music scene. You have these dudes that they're just overly effeminate. I don't know. It's feminine energy, fam. But they're in areas in which where they now have to be masculine. But they're supposed to be masculine. You understand the confusion? Now you see why our streets is the way it is. I saw I saw somewhere that it said that women are attracted to femininity. It was like the head of it was like a story of some shit, and it was like an article under it. And the article headline it was like, "Women is attracted to femininity." And I just scrolled right past. It was on Instagram. I just scrolled right past it. My brain was calculating, but that wasn't nothing for me to sit there. Nothing I could do about that shit. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do about that? Shit, there's nothing I can do. What the hell am I gonna do about that? I just kept scrolling. In any regard, it was in the back of my brain still though, because what I'm busy thinking is that shit is damn right. These niggas is out there wearing skinny jeans. This is crazy. These niggas is out there wearing skinny jeans. It's only a minute into skirts coming in style. I promise you. There's gonna be some reason why men are gonna fit. They gotta have merces or something. The skirt, not merce. The skirts with the short in the back, like the dude from fucking Boondocks had them wearing. They gonna have these shits probably by next summer. You think I'm capping? And it's gonna be the 100% guys saying that they heterosexual wearing it. I promise you, they probably gonna be heterosexual because I don't think I have no plans on ever putting on a woman's clothing. I'm not doing that in any capacity. Just so we could be clear, but I don't think a man putting on women's clothes mean for any reason, whatever his reason might be, means that he want to go ramrod with another dude. That's what that means. There might be some other shit going on. You understand what I'm saying? Like, look at your man, Norman Bates. I mean, I'm using the movie in this point, but you get what I'm saying. He might want to go ramrod with some dudes. He might not. Might like floral printing. I was watching. I saw so apparently I was watching the movie. So a television show. It's on Netflix. The name of it is Obliterated. If you have not seen Obliterated on Netflix, I need a girlfriend, fam. I really do need somebody to be sitting around watching these TV shows with. So if you haven't seen Obliterated on Netflix, it's freaking incredible. I'm not gonna. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say one more thing. So they basically took a damn cartoon, but it's not a cartoon. It's live action. It's fucking incredible. I might watch that shit again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch that again. That was it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. Um, in any regard, I forgot what I told you about obliterated. But I forgot why I brought it up. But in any regard, um, feminine energy, that's what we was talking about. But that's what's going on with these dudes. That's what's going on in our streets. Period. We have too many, and I'm sorry, and I'm not attacking nobody on this. I'm not attacking women. I'm not attacking men. I'm not attacking mothers. I'm not attacking fathers. But we do have too many single mothers, and we don't have enough programs out here to put for them to put their kids in. We don't have enough programs for the kids just in general. We need programs for the little girls also. I don't give a hell. I don't care what nobody say. I screw this women's lip shit. I want there to be some programs teaching home ec. I want that. I don't care about all of this women's lip shit. This shit's terrible. Get off of that. I took home ec in high school. Yeah, I like cooking, you rat bastards. What about it? We just need more programs in general. We just need more programs in general. All right. We just need more programs in general. And because but we have to make it okay for boys to be boys and girls to be girls. I think we're living in a world right now where there's just so much going on in these kids' head, too much confusion is being created. That's what I think is going on. I think a lot of this BS that's happening in the street with them harming themselves and harming each other that's because it's too much confusion. It's too much you got to think about. The world seems too big and at the same time seems too small. There's too much for them to think about. Remember, we live in a different day and age. Parents are living now. This isn't the go to work, come home parents that just now their whole life revolve around what their kids is doing. Niggas is coming home, going to work, and now, they might be going to the gym a couple days out the week. They might be doing something to make sure that they keep their mental health in check a couple of days out the week. This ain't like when we was kids and shit. I'm gonna tell you something that was really, really dope. I still have memories from when I was 2 years old. So this is a good memory. So we had these next door neighbors. I was about 3. They had moved, right? But they moved when I was like 4 or something like that. They moved when I was like 3 or 4. So this memory is probably like when I was like 2 or something like that. So we had these next door neighbors, and I used to think it was so dope because every time I went to their house on their porch, like they had like an inside porch, like because that's how the house was set up. It was like you come through the first doors and you're inside the house. Now there's a big ass porch. And then now there's 2 doors leading to the 2 separate family apartments. What up? What up to the few? One going upstairs and one on the first level. That's where we live. Well, my father owned the whole apartment, whole building. Well, at this time, my aunt lived upstairs, right? Because they owned it together. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Our next door neighbors, every time I used to go to their house was so full with people. It just felt so warm. And it was like the guys were always outside on the porch, on the steps, kinda, and the women was always inside. And it's like everybody was happy with the role that they had. Nobody wasn't trying to be nobody else. I just think that that was so beautiful. And that's like one of the memories that I go back to a lot sometimes. I was probably like 2 or something like that. They moved when I was like 4. They moved like 2 years before I started, elementary school. I started elementary school when I was 5. Moved like a year, year and a half, some shit. That's also I never thought about it like that. I'm not gonna say that part out loud. Huh. Anyway, what the fuck? Okay, I have no idea what that is. Who the fuck is Ivy? Ivy goes too far and does imaginable. Who the heck is that? I don't even know. I got an alert. I got an alert. I don't even know who these people is. Anyway, get back to what we're talking about. So so Fat Joe just did one of the smartest things you could do, basically. Yeah, rappers need to stop acting like everything that you say is real. It's not. I'm gonna tell you what happens. You go into the studio. Now, let's say you going into the studio and it's a particular you had an argument with your girlfriend. You might make a rap that day saying a little bit of extra B words. You might make a rap that day talking a little bit of extra smack to the broads. Let's say you had a beautiful day with your woman. You might make a rap that day talking about how much you love your woman. You might make a rap that day about you and your woman being Bonnie and Clyde. You understand? So now let's say you go in there and you was just beefing with some fool. You might go in there and try to make an ether track. You understand? So niggas ain't going into the studio most of the time that got any common sense and saying, yo, this thing happened where we robbed some niggas. Let's go put it on the track. Do they ask you to sometimes? I promise you they do. I promise you, you're gonna have producers and people in there, and they're gonna say you gotta take from a real life experience. Literally. That's what they're gonna say. The number of raps that actually happened, and I know that actually happened in hip hop is crazy. But Fat Joe did the right thing. Come out and say everything that you're saying is not true. You want to know why? Because you're not saying it to not get convicted, Fat Joe. Fat Joe don't have any situation right now that might get him in trouble with the law. He's saying it because I have to have an impression on these children that are different. Fat Joe isn't in no. Fat Joe already did all of his messing with the police situation. Fat Joe is pretty good friends with the police right now. What I mean by that, I want to say something real quick. So if y'all really trying to get to any kind of really high tax brackets, you're gonna have to have some kind of friendship with law enforcement, fam. If you're trying to do what I do for a living, I do the media for a living, fam. Imagine if I tried to be like, I hate the police and I try to give the police problems all the time. I do I do media for a living, fam. I mean, that's what I mean by our own people. We got to start thinking. Like, if you doing something that might not be above board and you don't really care for the police, I fucking get it. I get it. I'm not gonna try to tell you to think different. I think you should feel about them the way that you should feel about them based on your damn experiences. The hell? Who am I to tell you how to feel about anyone? People are crazy, man. And this is really the way I think. Why do you think when sometimes we have people coming here and they try to force me to be like, yo, what's your opinion on this? Or what's your and I be like, really honestly, like I don't really have an opinion on this. And I know to them they probably be thinking he got an opinion because they want to just say the opposite of whatever I say. So I'm gonna be like, he got it, but I don't be having an opinion. It'd be some shit that I don't deem I care about enough to think about it hard enough to decide what I think about it. You don't put yourself like some things aren't just not like too little for you to care about. Aren't there things that aren't important enough for you to really give a damn about? You gotta have a hierarchy of problems, right? Or solutions or whatever the case might be. Should more rappers say their lyrics are lies? 62% said yes, 15% said no, 23% said just what 13 people voted. So I want to say this and I want to be clear about it. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. All rappers should say that their raps aren't real. That's one. That's one. Two, drill music rappers, y'all better watch what's going on in this Young Thug trial. Because you're about to find out why all of the drill music dudes that's locked up right now, about to go to trial, about to go for whatever they going, about to go to trial for, you're about to find out why they're not coming home. Okay? They just made a precedent when they started repeating this dude lyrics in court. You're about to find out why y'all might not be coming home. Y'all gonna start changing the way y'all rap one way or the other, fam. One way or the other. I want y'all to rap about good shit. I want kids to look up to one to do something worth doing, man. It's a shame our kids is growing up thinking about having ops, man. That's why I got this fucking little little fucking gremlin ass nigga following me around now. He grew up his whole life looking to have ops. It's just, I'm growing up my whole life just, living. Trying to take it as it comes. I'm just living. Niggas be like, we gotta have ops. We gotta have all the ops. Like, what the fuck, man? Well, we got 9:14. Oh man, what time we started? We started around about a little bit before 9, about 33 minutes ago. It says, we see what it is. I'm not really in the flow of doing tonight shows, and we haven't been doing it for a while. So, first couple of shows, I'm just gonna get into the groove. Not stressing it. I have no expectations. Gotta start walking around having no expectations, man. That's the way to go. Have zero expectations. That's the way to go. What we talking about? Could we get to the second part of the conversation? I want to make sure I mention everything. Let's get to the second part of the conversation. I want to make sure I mention everything. Little Boosie suing Rod Wave. I think we was getting into that and I lost track. Little Boosie is suing Rod Wave. I want to say something real quick. Fat Joe weighed in on this. Fat Joe's 100% right from his perspective. Little Boosie can't be talking the way that he talk about this, the police, that, the police, that, the police, and then sue somebody without doing the due diligence in order to not have to. Now, with that being said, I don't know if he did the due diligence. I don't know if he reached out to Rod Wave or not. But if he didn't reach out to Rod Wave through the right channels, call him on the phone, be like, yo, what's good? What's happening over here? Like, I don't appreciate what y'all did. You could at least put me on the banger, fam. Like you took my shit, didn't even put me on it, and then you made a song. How you doing that? How you stole my shit, fam? Like how we gonna do? How we gonna make this right? No, no smoke. You my man. I know you was just being creative. No smoke. But how we gonna make this right? That's it. This nigga called the lawyer. I mean, did he contact them? That's all I'm asking. If he contacted them and they was like, eat a dick, bang, okay, call the lawyer. Called the lawyer at that point. Was like, I don't think we're gonna get through to him, boss. Y'all called the lawyer. But if you didn't contact him and be like, yo, what's good? What's going on? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think you should have called the lawyer. That's where I feel. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so Fat Joe said he shouldn't be suing them, and now Lil Boosie is catching flack. But I think if it was another rapper that did it, I don't think people would care. I think people specifically care. Oh shit. That was crazy how I figured that out right before the damn thing even clicked. I had to plug the shit in. I don't know if y'all heard the click or not. I heard the bell go off, but I don't know what to tell. Anyway, so I think if it was another rap, I don't think nobody would care. I think people probably care because Little Boosie's perspective, the way he presents himself. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the only reason why anybody cares. You know, Little Boosie comes off as a certain type of individual that there's no way in the world he's out there snitching. There's no way in the world he's calling the police. I tell ya, this is what I tell everybody. I don't have no problems with nobody. I don't want no problems with you. Don't have no problems with me. I'm not going to create no problems with you. I'm not going to go talk no smack about you. I'm not going to do nothing with you because I'm a whole grown adult over here and I got my own things going on. So I don't have time to be out there messing with nobody. You understand what I'm saying? When people ain't a grown adult, they don't got nothing better to do. They want to be beefing with you. They want to be arguing with you because they don't got no real responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about if you're meeting your responsibilities or not. I'm talking about the having of responsibilities. Some people have never had responsibilities long enough to understand. You know what I'm saying? So they busy wasting their time trying to attack people, doing this bullshit, doing that bullshit. So, no responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You know, not for real, for real. The shit for fake. Um, but I think it's the perspective. I think it's his perspective. I think if it was a different rapper, I don't think nobody will care. I think they'll be like, yo, give him his money. I think it's because it's Boosie and the way that he come off. The other day, somebody said something about Lil Wayne's face, and it was like, yo, Lil Wayne's face looked mad bloated. So I did a little bit of research. He might be having kidney failure. He might need a kidney. Believe me, if he need a kidney, he gonna get it. Lil Wayne is gonna get it. So that's not. I'm not saying he's gonna get it if he needs one. All right, that's not a question. But he might need a kidney. Or that lean. Yep. He might need a kidney. Anybody ever see him without them damn glasses on? Does he ever wear not shades? You can see if he got the jaundice going on. But his face was really, it was, I was looking at him like, is that Wayne? That an impersonator. Lil Wayne got the fucking Elvis impersonators now. Like, what the hell's going on with Lil Wayne, fam? They got the Elvis impersonators now and shit. Fat impersonators. Yeah, I don't know if you got it. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna. Oh shit! Well, the phone is gonna die at some point. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna get the picture. I don't know what to Google because if I just put in Lil Wayne, I mean that picture isn't gonna come up. One of the other billions of Lil Wayne fucking photos is gonna come up, right? What show was he on? What show was that? Oh, look at his eyes. Yeah, his eyes is fucked up too. I mean, he could just be he could have just smoked. His Lil Wayne. Yeah, look at his face. That don't even look like Wayne, fam. That don't look like Wayne, fam. But that's what happened when the way to your fate change. Yeah, I don't know. This is the picture. I think this is one of this is the what you was talking about, right? Or what I was talking about, whatever the case is. So yeah, nah, he looks. I don't know what to tell you. And this is a regular Lil Wayne photo. Like, fam, look like a totally different guy. Oh, okay. So one of those guys is a totally different guy. Just want to throw that out there also. We got a question up here. Should more rappers say their lyrics after lies? And after is misspelled. It should say R. I don't know why that is an F in there. Should more rappers say their lyrics are lies? 53% of the people said yes. 20% of the people said no. 27% of the people said just want to see the results. 15 people voted. Well, we got 42. Man, we could go for a little while longer. Anything y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. And that don't look natural. Like, hold on. That don't look natural. Like that don't look natural. You know what I'm saying? You know how a person gain weight in their face or whatever, it look natural. That don't look natural. I like Lil Wayne. I hope everything's okay with him, man. I like Lil Wayne. Look, this is his regular video shit. I like Lil Wayne, man. Hope everything is okay with the brother. I would never want to be that famous or that rich, I guess. I would never want to be that famous. I would never want to be that famous. What we got? Anything else you guys want to talk about? I didn't have a big thing. I was trying to get a halfway decent conversation going. But like I said before, the only thing that I'm thinking about is the only thing that I had ready for tonight is the conversation about Fat Joe, and all we have for that is: do you think rappers should tell the truth? Should you say should rappers just say they lying? I mean, what happens? What happens to the rappers that was talking about they get a lot of women? Are they gonna have to come out and say, "Look, I only had 6. It wasn't." I'm gonna say something that's super funny. You know, I never like my whole entire life while I was thinking I wanted to be the only thing I two things I ever thought I like really wanted to be before I, you know, turned 19, 20, got older was either a rapper or a basketball player. There was nothing else that I wanted to be. It was gonna be one of those two things. Right? So that's in my mind. So just You just never know. You never know what's gonna happen in life, fam. You just never know. I was about to say something. I want to say it. You just never know what's gonna happen in life, fam. Like you never know, fam. Like you never know. I remember people saying they want I should be a lawyer. I'm like 15, 16 years old. I'm like, what the fuck on now? I don't do that shit. What the fuck? I didn't even, it wasn't even a consideration. I had a couple of teachers that said that. Shout out to Truman, Harry S. Truman. Shout out to PS59. That was my elementary school. It was a very, very small school. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed that I went to that tiny ass school on Bathgate Avenue. I'm so blessed. The school is so small that we were able to that it was harder for us to slip through the cracks. So I'm gonna tell you real quick. So when I first started elementary school, for some strange reason, they took my brother out of the school and they put him in a different school. So there's a situation that was going on with my school. I don't know if it's something my father did or if it was just a policy for the school with my family. I'm gonna say this again. So there was a situation going on with my school. I don't know, and this is real talk. The shit I'm telling you right now, this is real talk. I don't speak to none of these guys, so I don't even know who to ask, and I don't even know if they would tell me the truth. But I don't know if it was a policy or if I don't know if my father did this. But apparently, none of us could be in the same school at the same time. I don't know why. I don't know why it was a rule or some shit. So when I start, I'm not capping. This is real talk. So when I started elementary school, my brother had to change schools. This is bananas. This is fam. It was something about my family. I think something happened with my family in the school. I'm talking real shit, fam. I don't know if my father just did it because I don't know what's going on with that guy. And my brother was smart. He ended up going to Bronx High School of Science, just so we could be clear. That was the guy I used to have to match wits with all the time, just so we could be clear. When I was a kid. In any regard, that's a fact. I used to have to match wits with a kid that was going to the Bronx High School of Science when I was a kid. He didn't really live with us when he was going there though. He didn't live at home when he was going there. But before then. Anyway, yeah, so for some strange reason, we couldn't go to the same school together. So they moved my brother out of the school and they sent them to a different school. The school they sent them to is like at the bottom of these there's literally this street over there called Elm Street. I kid to you, I lie to you not. It's near Fordham Road. So the school, I don't know the name of the school. It's the yard of the school is on Webster Avenue, and then the school is like on the next street up. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? So it's like the next block up. I don't know what that block is. But I know that when you go up those steps, that next block is Elm Street. And I know that it's Elm Street because I went to go see a Nightmare and one of those Nightmare Elm Street movies in the movie theater. And when I was walking home, I forgot which movie I went to go see. I think it was one of the Nightmare on Elm Streets. But when I was no, it was the damn Jason movie One of the Jasons, Jason 5, I think. The one that Jason 5 horror movie. New Beginning. It was definitely a New Beginning. So, wait, what year was that? Let me check. No, not a New Beginning. What the fuck? I know that shit sounded wrong. Jason Friday the 13th 5. What the fuck is that's not New Beginning, ain't 5 rap bastards, but it was some kind of name like that. Hold on. The fuck? Part of my language. Friday the 13th movies. Just give me all of the movies. There you go. A New Beginning, 1985. Boom. It was a new beginning. There you go. So I'm coming home from Lowe's Paradise. So Lowe's Paradise, that's Lowes. Lowe's Paradise was on Grand Concourse, right down the block from Fordham Road, right? But we still call it Fordham Road. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like only a block or two away. So that's still Fordham Road. In any regard, it was so we went to, and I remember because I didn't go to the movies much. And Ty took me to the movie. Shout out to Ty. So it felt like Scream. You remember the Scream movie where Jada Pinkett is gets killed in the movie theater? It felt like that energy. I kid you not. Like that's how it was. That's how the movie theater was. The whole movie damn near. Like that. People in their seats jumping up, all type of different weirdo stuff going on. Everybody yelling at everything happening. That's how the whole damn movie was. I'm being honest with you. While we was watching the movie in the movie theater, the whole movie theater was like that damn Scream movie that Jada Pinkett they got killed in the bathroom or at her seat. Homeboy got killed in the bathroom. It was like that. It was it was anyway. So yeah, we wasn't allowed to go to the same school together. That was crazy. I don't even know why that was a thing. I don't know if my father did that or what. But apparently, when my two oldest brothers was in the school together at the same time, all hell broke loose. That's the only explanation I ever got. So I don't know if it was the school's decision or my father's. I don't know what to tell you. That was literally the only explanation I ever got. Literally. That would have been dope to have my oldest brother have a brother in like, you know what I'm saying? It would have been dope. It's like God really wanted to set me apart. Like it was important. I look back like at my life and shit, and I just be like, damn, God is always setting me to the side. And a lot of times, like right at the right time. Shout out to Coney Island. I was outside today. Everybody was so nice. Everybody was so dope. Today was a good day. We had that weirdo right up on us with the bike. How in the hell do you have a problem? How do you create a problem with a person to yourself and then go to the person and want to argue with the person about the problem you made up in your own mind? Fuck, I don't. Shit, I got some problems I got don't make sense, man. It is what it is. In any regard, God has been setting me apart my whole life. He's been setting me to the side. Really loves me. Anything y'all want to talk about? I'm hungry. Anything y'all want to talk about? Because I'm hungry. And the dope thing is, see, that's why I'm going to say this again. Listen and pay attention. Remember when I was trying to explain this before, about 3-4 years ago, I was saying sometimes you got to let the lie live. Because if you try to kill the lie before people know that it's a lie, then people will forget that you were lied on. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes you got to let the lie live because you'll be affected by the lie. And then people will forget that you was lied on. So sometimes you got to let the lie live. You understand? That's why I tell people, don't be mad at me. Be mad at the person who lied to you. Don't be mad at the person that got lied on. Like imagine somebody lied on you, right? And another person treat you like shit or do some effery to you. And then after the person, everything gets sorted out, the person find out that they was in the wrong, you know. Now they expect for you to be cool with them and you're not cool with them. Now they mad at you. And yo, but they lied to me. Yeah, but you should be mad at the person that lied to you. Don't be mad at the person that got lied on. You already abused them. You already abused them. So now you're gonna double your efforts because you were wrong. Hubris is a damn thing, ain't it? That hubris, that's what a thing. Shout out to Nick the Slick. Salute. He said salute Frost Gang. Shout out to Tina. That hubris. It'll get you. It'll get you. I promise you, it'll get you. But yeah, don't be mad at me. Be mad at the person that lied to you. Because remember, you knew that person. And they shit on y'all friendship. You knew that person. And they had you outside looking crazy. You knew that person. And they put you in a position to make your word seem like it's less valuable. You knew that person. And they had you outside doing Satan's will. Now, how could they say that they care about you? They hate you more than the person that they lied on. Because they're just trying to ruin that person's life here. They trying to ruin your afterlife. They trying to ruin the life that you're not gonna have. Pardon me. They trying to ruin what happens to you after you got to move on to the next existence. They just trying to ruin that other person's life here. That's done and gone. They trying to put you in a position where you're gonna be paying for eternity. Those is your people. They care about you. Just something to think about. Anything y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. And shout out to whoever's hitting them laugh buttons. Them shits definitely help. Somebody just going to town on that button. That shit definitely help. Half of the time I have the shit pushed off to the side. I can't even see the shit, but it's on the screen at the moment. I want to say something real quick. I don't talk about Blueface because I just don't. But there was just a recent situation where it's being alleged that he put his hands on his baby mama, which we know that he's done before, but also some other girl. Allegedly, he just beat the shit out of her and she got bruises and her whole face is screwed up. I don't know if this is true or not, but I want to say something. People like him is part of the problem. I pray to God that I meet a nice woman and we can live our relationship on social media in a healthy manner, doing healthy things. I just don't think we have enough healthy relationships and not that fake, we happy relationships. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about a we happy relationship. I'm talking about a healthy one. There is a difference because we might not be happy all the time, but we will be healthy. Apparently, Blueface also walked out on Funny Marco interview in less than a minute because Funny Marco couldn't name 3 songs from him. Hell, I don't think Blueface could name 3 of his own damn songs. The hell was he talking about? Waukesha? Did he even do that? I don't even know what. The fuck is the Blueface song? Could anybody name one Blueface song? Somebody put a Blueface song in it. The hell this guy's talking about? Nobody can name your songs, fam. My fault. I'm getting something from a thing, and my phone is about to die, and I need to plug it in. But yeah, anyway, so I'm probably about to get ready to let y'all go. I'm hungry. I want to go get something to eat. I'm gonna be having the tonight show. This is about an hour in. I was thinking about doing about an hour and a half. Is there anything y'all guys want to talk about real quick before I get up out of here? I was thinking about doing about an hour and a half. I got to get back into the groove. As y'all see, I'm wide awake. My energy level is good. I want some pizza. I want some pizza. I want some pizza with a White Castle cheeseburger, but not the White Castle cheeseburger from the obviously from the restaurant. I want a pizza with a double cheeseburger from White Castle, just a regular double cheeseburger, not extra funny cheeses, and a slice of pizza, but not this bullshit ass pizza, like the old pizza. You know, like the pizza that used to have like the bottom of the crust used to be burnt a little, like the old pizza. They don't even have those ovens no more. That's why we can't get those pizza. They upgraded the ovens for whatever reason is. So now since those ovens don't exist anymore, like you can't even make the pizza like that no more. Apparently, it's some shit. I don't know. I remember I used to have a pizza stone, so I could make them in the oven. Like, yeah, you gotta get a pizza stone. Them shits is work. Them shits smash. The pizza stone. Yeah. You can make your own homemade pizza and shit. I'm making my homemade. I be making homemade pizzas like anything because you all you need is something as a bread and some fucking pizza sauce, some cheeses. You can make some homemade pizzas out of fucking bagels. I love making homemade bagel pizzas. I do that shit all the time. I need a toaster oven. I do that shit all the time. I need a toaster oven. Yeah, man. Make the homemade bagel pizzas. Hell yeah. Fuck wrong with you. That's another thing I used to do all the time. When we first got on YouTube, all I used to do was I used to just sit around and eat all day. I was fat, fam. I was fat. I was unhealthy. I used to just sit around and eat all day. I was unhealthy. I was fat. I was fat. I wasn't running around nearly as much as I needed to. I was just eating too much. I was fat. I was unhealthy. I think I got up to like 220 at one point. I don't walk around with 220. My knees was hurting. Like that shit ain't work, man. I think I'm gonna eat. Yeah, I think it's time to eat. One more go around. Is there anything y'all guys might want to talk about? I'm gonna get up out of here. We will be doing tonight's show Monday through Friday. Um, gotta wait for a couple of things as far as hopefully I'm not waiting for anything. You know what I'm waiting for? Fucking the internet. I need them guys to speed up this fucking internet so I could do this shit the right way. But regardless of that, we're gonna figure everything out. Yeah, man, because I gotta they improving the internet around here. Apparently, at least that's what the Optimum guys said every time I stopped them. They'll be like, "Yo, what are y'all doing?" And shit. They be having the ground be tore up and shit. They under there, one guy in the hole, the other guys are standing there watching how construction go. Oh, this is really what happened. Hold on. This is really what happened. The niggas was outside. Okay, so the day before, it was like 2 days before, I was walking. So I see the Optimum guys in the truck. So they on this block, right? They on one of the blocks this way, right? I'm not gonna say which block. So there was a truck here, and there was another one like around the corner. Right. So I run up the dude. I'm like, yo, what's up? Optimum guys. Like, yeah. I'm like, yo, is there any chance and shit? And that's back away from the window because he's like, looking away. It's a black dude. I'm like, yo, is there any chance, yo, when y'all gonna have like upgrading the speeds around here? He was like, that's what they're working on. I said, word. I was like, shout out to you, you rat bastard. I think that's like what I said verbatim. Anyway, something along those lines. I'm pretty sure I called him a rat bastard because he started laughing. so, so that dude I see, was that yesterday or the day before? But I seen him like a couple of days ago. What was that? It was like a day or two after this shit happened. So I go and I see them outside, and there's a nigga, and he's in the hole or some shit. I think it's like a hole, or he was working on something. I don't know what he was doing. He could have just been bending over, working on something. And there was two dudes standing over the top of him like this. And I asked him again. They was like, "Yeah, we working to make the speeds fast." I'm like, "Yeah, we about to get that. We about to get the fastest speeds over here." Oh, they probably trying to do it before winter. I mean, before Christmas. They probably trying to do it before Christmas. I mean, I don't know. And I also don't have any idea why I'm whispering. I couldn't tell you. Also, generally speaking, I'm terrible at whispering. So if I'm ever out in public and I'm whispering to somebody, I generally am pretty sure everybody around can hear me. I'm terrible at whispering. Shit, I could go for a pizza like a motherfucker. The stores have been really nice to me lately, also around here. Shout out to that shit. Everybody's been being nice to me. Shout out to that shit. He probably rode out there on that bike to try to get into some kind of screaming match with me outside in front of the police. Niggas is weirdos, fam. Niggas is weirdos, fam. Niggas is weirdos. Thinking about that shit. This nigga probably tried to come out there and get into a shouting match with me in front of the police to try to create a situation. This niggas is weirdos, fam. I mean, I don't know what the fuck he was doing out there. Me and him should never talk ever. Like, what the fuck was he doing out there? Yeah, like that's I'm telling you, we should never talk. I mean, never. This life, next life, life after that. A million years from now. That's how niggas be trying to force you to be their friend. You know that, right? They go start fake beef with you and try to force you to be their friend. You understand? Because then they're gonna, yo, we gotta talk it out and work this out. What the fuck is we working out, you weirdo? You was busy arguing with yourself about me. What the fuck am I working out with you? You fucking weirdo. The fuck am I working out with you? You was busy arguing about me with me. What am I working out with you? I wasn't even in the argument, fam. You was literally arguing with yourself, just making me one of the characters. That's it. The fuck we got? We don't got nothing to work out. We don't got nothing to talk about. Cause me and you can never be friends. Like never. Like never, never. I don't even want to be friends with anybody with your name. If I meet anybody and they have your name, we're gonna have to figure out something else to call them. I'm not even capping. You have no idea. You have no idea. I am hungry though. I gotta go get something to eat. I'm gonna go get me some grubs. I might put some French fries and shit. I gotta get some grubs. I gotta eat immediately. Look, I love y'all. Everybody have a beautiful night. Tonight's show is coming back. I'm gonna be more consistent with it. And tomorrow maybe we have a better topic to talk about. Maybe I have somebody call in. I mean, I should have asked Ganjo if he wanted to call in. He could have called in. I don't know. I don't be wanting to put pressure on people every time I see them in my chat, like, yo, call in. You know what I'm saying? Sheesh, my phone is just, I need a new phone bad. So, I'm going to let y'all go. Everybody have a blessed night. If you have anybody still awake in your household, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You don't never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they're still here. Also, before you go to bed and after you wake up, make sure you get a glass of good old H2O. Water's good for you. It helps your insides, helps cleans them out, helps keeps them regulars. It also, when you drink the water before you go to bed, it helps you have a better night's sleep and wake up feeling better in the morning, more energetics. When you drink the water in the morning, it helps your digestive tract. So make sure that we get the water in the morning, we get the water before we go to bed. Also, whenever you're helping anybody else be the best them that they can be in that moment, you will be in the best you that you can be. So go out there and be great. God first. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.